Tales of Xillia is a good JRPG, and there's a lot of fun to be had whether it's the engrossing and engaging narrative or the fun and addictive combat system. Xillia follows a group of 6 adventurers on a journey to save the world, Xillia. Each of them plays very differently in the game's combat system. Jude, for example, dishes out heavy physical damage with speed, while Elise focuses on spirit arts for magic damage and healing. Playing each one of them is a joy in and of itself, and learning the quirks behind every one of them is great. The game features a unique system called linking, and linking with partners will give various stat boosts, special effects, but most importantly, it allows you to execute link arts. These roll out a ton of damage, and it's essential for heavy hitters such as bosses. Funnily enough, you can also link together link arts to increase your damage. However, pulling off link arts in succession is no easy thing. Trying to figure out where each link arts will displace enemies or draw them closer together will help maximize damage output. Linking is also a boon, as your partners can help you out in the heat of battle. If an enemy is guarding too much, Alpha can come in and bust through their defense. Or if you're running low on health and TP, Elise will use Tipo to restore that for you. There's a lot of complicated nuances with the linking system, and making use of them in the heat of battle can help out tremendously. Once you accrue enough experience, you're going to level up, and the game uses the system called Lilium Orb to help characters grow. It's a giant web, and at each corner is a node. By activating the node, you're going to increase a certain stat, whether it be agility, physical attack, magic, or some other stat. Once you unlock a certain number of nodes that encompass an area, you unlock skills. These skills can be equipped and may help you in battle, but most importantly, these skills can also help out your linked partner. While the game boasts a fun battle system, there are other parts of the game that are just as fun. The game features a dual protagonist system, and at the beginning of the game you can choose from 2 characters, Jude or Mila. And while you can control either of them in battle, the story diverges at certain points of the game. Jude will be separated from Mila and vice versa. At this point in the game, each character will have their own exclusive cutscenes. This means you won't know what happened to the other character without playing through that campaign. This forces the player to play through both campaigns, and while it deepens the narrative experience, it feels like the game is holding out on you. In addition, large portion of both campaigns remain the same, so you're only playing through it again just to see the exclusive cutscenes.
Not the type to sugarcoat things, are you?
Despite this problem, the game's narrative is still good. The plot itself is a tad boring and the twists are not always interesting, but the game's character interactions in cutscenes and in skits make up for it. You get to learn about the various motivations of each character and their internal faults and weaknesses. Xillia has a diverse cast, and sometimes they don't mesh well, and it's for good reason.
You people sure have a lot of drama in your lives.
Good character interaction would all be for naught if the English voice acting wasn't good. You'd be happy to know that Tales of Xillia has a superb voice acting cast. Rowan sounds like a gruff old guy, Elise sounds like a shy young girl. There's a variety in the cast, and they're all done excellent, with the exception of one, Mila. Mila often sounds robotic at times and comes off as a tad monotonous. This is a problem when she's supposed to portray extreme emotion. Even so, the other narrative aspects pick up the slack, and as a result, Xillia turns out to be a great narrative experience. The game boasts a ton of content. There's side quests to be had, an arena/coliseum where you can test your mettle, and a bonus dungeon at the end of the game. However, the amount of extra stuff in Xillia feels small in comparison to its predecessors such as Graces and Vesperia. Further problems in the game include large sandbox areas filled with monsters and useless treasures. While these areas aren't a problem in and of itself if it stood by one, these areas are scattered throughout Xillia and number in almost the dozens. Traveling through the same type of areas with the color palette swap isn't very fun. Despite these annoying problems, Tales of Xillia is still a good game. There's a lot of fun to be had. If you're looking for a great combat system supplemented by a great narrative, you'll find it here. Tales of Xillia is a JRPG that you won't want to miss out if you're a fan of the genre.